Welcome to the Bottom Mutt Show starring me, Bottom Mutt, and tonight we are finishing up Stanley's pair of balls and then I will be sharing some Richard pictures. To keep things toes I have to say it that way.
Huh. Well, how about that? Huh. I never thought I'd see the day that the bot just, works. Huh. Well then, I'm, a little scared. I'm a little scared, yeah. Hi, Tiger. Also, hello to Dylan, Connor, Key, Sherry, I'll get that sippy in a second. Hans, of course. Nova. Who else am I forgetting? There was a Kazi. I saw a Kazi. I think that's everyone. No! Oh, there's a Floofers. Hi, Floofers. Why scared? Because the bot's not spamming. The bot isn't spamming. That's weird. No stores around you sell the cable. Yeah, cable you need. Time to pay out the nose to over. Nah, shouldn't be that bad. Even overnighting it. Nah. Hi, Brent. You having fun?
Well,
what was that?
Ominous.
I haven't felt the. Nah. Hold on. I gotta make sure everything's working. Are you working? $20. What? No, it's just a USB micro. No, not micro. It's just a. What is it? I'd check, but I'd have to unplug it. Also, PieShock, why you no work? What the fuck? Test. Yeah. Okay, that's working. Is the thing not working? Oh, there it goes. Oh, there it goes. It was just late. Okay, I felt the vibrate. I got like instantaneous mini zap, and then I'm like, did it die? Nope, there it is. Fucking hell. Oh, my thing doesn't work? What thing doesn't work? Oh, that thing? No. Boffo Scuff? Look, it's not a Boffo stream. Unless there's Scuff. Hi, Arcos. Hi, Cthulhu. How are you? More fun when I get my mic working. Hey, yo. Got free pizza. Nova, did you get more chizza? Did you not learn? Also, hey, the name I don't know of. How you doing? She's a cake. I'm a circle. Merp. No. Speaking of no. Nova's like, never again. Never again. Oh. Yeah, you did make a mistake with the Chizza. Aw, Cthulhu needs to come here, Cthulhu. Ah, hugs for the elder god. Sounds like jizz. Look, we don't talk about the hotel room jizz pizza, okay? Never ever trust random hotel room pizza that's left outside of a door. Just don't. Okay? Don't. watching you playing Roblox and calling a friend at the same time. Hey, multitasking. I owe 2 sippies now. What? Tiger, have you never heard? Wait. Okay, Tiger, have you never heard the story about the furry con pizza? Oh. It's one of those cursed things that once you know, and you can never unknow. Really new to the furry community, remember? Okay. So you see, there was this one furry con where a bunch of guys got together and they ordered a pizza. And then they decided that pizza needs extra sauce, if you know what I mean. So they gathered around the pizza and they recorded the whole affair of the saucing of the pizza. They then took the whole pizza and sat it outside of their hotel room on the ground for any poor soul to walk up and be like, ooh, pizza. Oh God, no. Yeah. Sacrilege? No, that's the Chizza. That just made Nova violently ill. So maybe don't get the Kentucky Fried Pizza. One of them got arrested as a domestic terrorist. Yeah, one of them did. But we're not going to talk about that side of things. We're just going to talk about the poor pizza and what was done to it. And the other wouldn't make people violently ill. I mean, it's a furry con. People are eating worse. I'm not going to lie. Can you have a pizza with extra cheese and hold the tomato sauce and hold the crust? Just give me the fucking cheese, man. You got the cheese, I want the cheese. Hey, if you want cheese, we've got cheese. Merp. Oh, Merp, where art thou? Papa won't sauce me. Aww. Yeah, Dylan's here. He's around. He's over there. Somewhere over there, I think. Is that Dylan? Yep, that's Dylan. Hi, Dylan. Merp. Dangerously cheesy. Chizza sounds fascinating and I must sample it. Arcos, I warn you, I now know of 3 people who have tried the Chizza. Every single one of them got ill from it. Every single one. So, be prepared. Remember the pizza fries I showed you? Yes. You accept this challenge? Okay, to be fair, if anyone was gonna fucking survive the Chizza, it's Vi. Vi has a fucking iron stomach. It's impressive. Sure, there's free toilets around. Yeah, yeah, really. Don't get the Chizza. It is nothing but bad times. All fast food makes me sick. Yawn. What the hell? This is not really a deterrent. I mean, it depends on severity. Ooh, thank you for petting the dog. Oh boy, guys. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. I don't know what to say about Tuesday. I mean, I'm just here. Fast food somehow never made me sick, but I also don't want to risk it yet. You're right. Giga! Hey, bunny boy. How you doing? Damn it. And an Echo. There's an Echo here as well. Hello, Echo. Nah. Oh, God, you made me burp. What the fuck? Stop burping the Bafo! Fun fact, according to Streamloots, you cannot get 50s from free packs. This is true. The base standard free pack, the 50 is the only card you can't get. Gonna try it when I have money. Oh God, Arcos, don't, buddy. On your way to therapy, really feels like a needer. Aw, Giga, come here. Bunny needs a hug. Ugh. Ugh. Sherry, what the fuck is a free pack? You know those things that you win all the time? Zappy Bappy card pack giveaways? if I give a card pack away for free, it doesn't contain a 50. I need to change that, actually. And actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and change that right now, because fuck it, why not? I think there was a reason I did that initially.
You're a thirsty
But
bitch.
3 sippies IO. But I foresaw a problem that ended up not being a problem. So
And live with torture. Sir, be not letting me kick their butt.
All right, let me see here. Edit card. Obtainable only in paid packs is now disabled. We will now save that. Ah! Banana? Is that banana cut in two? What the fuck happened to the banana? Oh, it's 2 bananas. Great, someone got a 50. Got a pizza called EBA, everything but anchovies. Ah, okay. All right, so now 50s can be obtainable via free packs. Because now that's not really a problem. All right, let's see here.
Good boy.
Woof, 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 woof. Dog, mom, come here. Sophie, come here. Hug. Who's a good girl? Sophie? Is you. Gonna be lurking because watching Channel Zero Season 2. Nice! Have fun, enjoy the lurk. Oh, what? Capo? Dog mom, oh. Oh, right. News. So, oh, hold on.
Father, I require trilithium residue for a science project. Euro TMM donga Euro broken bar to Euro TMS totally not sus. I promise I didn't Euro TMT get a recipe from the Marquis cookbook.
Wow, Baphomet can't say Maquis. Yay, we found another word he can't say. Baphomet keeps cheating you. I don't cheat. It's not my fault that you apparently have really bad luck with the card packs. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. I was gonna say something, but then I got haptic poked repeatedly by Cthulhu Dog Mom, and no, it was just those two. Yeah, it was just those two. Right. News. So, remember, I know I have to do Sippy in the card pack too. IO3. Remember how I said,
My dog?
Look, it's not my fault. I don't have the brain cell. So, remember how yesterday I said that the Big Screen Beyond finally shipped? It finally shipped, and that it was going to be here, like, at least, you know, at max a week? It gets here Thursday. I'm so excited. You guys have no idea. I'm so excited. I'm gonna have so much fun. I'm gonna stream so much shit. Okay, anyways. So there was that. Hiccup. Oh, why am I yawning? I'm not tired. Oh, right, lack of oxygen to the brain. I should breathe. Okay, we're breathing, we're good. Hope it comes broken. God. Jesus, Tazin. What am I gonna do with my index? That is gonna be used by Vi. Hi, Hans. Okay, I'm thinking. I'm thinking. Oh, right, I remember. Okay, we're gonna do the Zappy.
My dog?
I mean, you're not wrong, but come on. Okay, so we're gonna do the Zappy Bappy card pack giveaway as per usual. This is for Twitch only. The rules are as follows. You must have a Streamloots account prior to trying to enter. And yeah, all you have to do is guess a number between 0 and 50. Are you fuckers ready? Do it. Are you fucking kidding me? It's over, guys, it's over. It's over. It's over. Jerry won. It was 3. The very first number she fucking posted. The very first guess today. Sherry won. That is the third time.
Good boy.
What? The third time she has fucking pulled that shit. How the fuck? Oh my god. Alright, there's your card pack. I didn't cheat. I can't cheat. How did I cheat? Eat properly for the first time in 2 weeks and my luck is back, apparently. Yeah. Okay, I'll do a second giveaway to prove that it's not rigged. Alright, that's fair. That's fair. Alright, you ready? Roll it. Go ahead. Yeah, Sherry, you can enter. Go for it. If you win for a second time, they're gonna think I'm actually cheating. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. It's over. It's over. It was 14. Sherry got it. Oh wait, did it block? Oh, it blocked Sherry from getting it. It actually, because Sherry had already won, it removed her. So Vi, listening, snagged it. Vi with the ninja. Not beating the rigged allegations. Look. That's just fuck. Okay, all right. We'll do one more. Hold on. Let me send this one to Vi. God damn it. Okay, Vi and Sherry are now... Okay, I will forcibly mark you two as eligible. Okay, we'll do it that way. Here we go. One more. Go. I swear to fucking God, Sherry, if you do it again. Okay. Uh-oh.
Well, that's
Are you kidding me? It's over. Oh, wait, it disallowed. God damn it. Why? I re-enabled. Sherry, it won't let you win again. So I could say that the number's been posted, but it didn't count. Oh, there we go.
well, that's f***ing ominous.
Tiger wins. It was 31, but Sherry won again. That's 3 times in a fucking row, Cabot. 3 times in a fucking row. Yeah, no, bye, what the fuck? Don't laugh. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. Tiger. I'm guessing that... Yep, it's the same name. All right, here you go. Card pack's been sent.
Also, I have been a part of another
Wait, what?
streamer's Minecraft Let's Play. I am terrifying to them. Like,
Oh,
why?
no.
Other than the fact it's
Oh,
been
no.
one whole day and I have maxed out bow and axe.
Part of another streamer's Minecraft Let's Play. I am terrifying to them. Don't know why. I mean, it's not... What? Oh, son of a bitch. Sherry just now opened it. Can we seriously talk about the Cabot's fucking luck, though? Because, literally, all 3 of those fucking giveaways, technically Sherry guessed the number first. All fucking 3 of them. It's them lucky Cabot feet, right? You only got 1 pack, though. Yeah, because it kept disabling you from being eligible for winning. Even though I re-enabled your eligibility, it was like, no. Yippee. And 2 of those times were immediate of her winning. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. God, I need to bottle her luck. Woof. I so weak. Oh, I damn. Ow. Oh, steak! Come back, steak! Biddy. You need a hug? Go, come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Hug. Hug the bunny. Pet the bunny head. Why my arm doing that? Hello? Thank you. Pet the bunny head. Too bad I don't have that luck in people generally. Yeah, let's not talk about that. Okay. Why do you specifically hate me? I don't specifically hate you. There is no way for me to single you out with this, Tazin. I promise. Would it make you feel better if I gave you one free? One free card pack? Would that help you, Tazin? Do you want one free card pack? Specifically hate you, Tazin. Oh, maybe a bit of retro gaming nut, but I love watching you all on here. Just kidding, just kidding. You better be just kidding. Tazin's good. He's a good boy. I was gonna do a thing. What the fuck was I gonna do? Oh, sippies. That's what I was forgetting. Okay, I owe 3.
You're a thirsty bitch.
I still owe 3. God damn it. Can't throw an arcade machine or nest it, Bob. Yeah, God damn it. Hi, Hans. Yeah, and Tim. I could do that. Yeah. Hold on. 2 more. Okay, 1 more.
No!
God damn it. Why do you guys want me to joke so bad? Oh yeah, it reminds me Saturn earlier on her stream today. She did the thing where she fucking unlocked her Sippy redeem again and made it 1 channel point, and was like 478 Sippy redeems in the span of like 2 minutes. Yeah, it was fun. I mean, I do want you to choke, just not on water. When are you playing Signalis, by the way, or do I actually have to wrangle the brats and create a full-on pressure campaign? Why you gotta pressure me, floofers? Why you gotta pressure me? I will get to the space lesbians, I promise, I promise. Probably pretty soon, actually, depending on if a certain something doesn't come out randomly. But yeah, no. We'll definitely get to the space lesbians. Don't believe his lies. Tazin. Bad Tazin. Saying since June. I know. I also have to do Faith the Unholy Trinity. And I think there's a couple others that are like high on that list. Space lesbians. Land of the Lustrous or Steven Universe type. I don't know. I've never played Signalis. I've never watched anything about Signalis. Just nothing. So I will be going into that one blind. Okay, what else is there that I need to do? Reading to wrangle the brats and start a pressure. No, I took 5 sippies, Sherry. I think 5. 3. Did I take 1 sippy too many? Did I miscount my sip? Yippee. I don't know, I'm bad at math. I have no brain, and I must think. Fuck. Okay, so. It's a hyperfixation of mine. It tickles my tism. Okay. We're gonna play it. You only saw 3, but I'm only half paying attention. Ow. Am I only holding half your attention, Sherry? Wow, I'm so sorry. I'm so boring, Cabot. God. Guess you need to flirt more with you. Hey. Oh God, balls!
Good boy.
Woof. Woof. Answer Sherry properly so that you capture her attention better or you get the balls. Hey, pretty Cabot. How's my girl? Ah. Elliot, hi. Feel so neglected. Oh, bullshit! Don't get that started. Keel'll start zapping me with all the fucking 50s. Don't. Oh God! Sherry! Don't! Oh, fuck.
F***ing ominous.
Look at what you've done, Sherry. Look at what you've done, Sherry. Look at what you've done. Nah.
Brace.
Oh, fuck. Ah! Hey, I felt the vibrate. Cabot, call off the fish. I yield. I yield. Ah! I yield. Please, Cabot. Talk about a lot of balls, right? Uh-oh. As long as you're good. I am good. Uh-oh. What was that? But it's not October. Sherry's not mistress anymore. That's not how that works. Suffering brings me joy. I mean, what? Oh, well, I'm glad to be of assistance, Sophie. Oh, God! Oh, man, I'm glad I like balls, because otherwise that would actually kind of suck. Plenty of 50s, Buff. I know you have plenty of 50s. Look, Key. Sherry is not my mistress. That's not how that works. It's kind of the other way around. However, there was that one time in October, but that was just for October. Oh, then I am. God damn it, Sherry, no, I'm gonna get zapped. Cabot, you should not have this power. Treat the Cabot better. I am treating the Cabot better. Who's my favorite girl?
Well,
Is it Sherry?
ominous.
It's Sherry. No, really. Besides, I spent most of today with Sherry, except for when I had to run off and finish getting my hair did, which is done. Gosh, I want to have my own dumbass. I mean, yeah, we're fun to have around. 30 minutes in and not streaming yet. I am streaming. I'm not playing the game, but I'm streaming. Is that gonna finish coming? Yeah. Motherfucker. Buffo never has control of the chat is 90% brat. This is true. Be the dumbass you want to see in the world. I just want the brain cell. I mean, no one's claimed yet. Wait,
You're
what?
a thirsty bitch.
Another sippy. I'll be back for Cult of the Lamb, back to Kazi's. All right. Take care, Emil. Buffo Mom says it's my turn on the brain cell. I don't have the brain cell. That's Kazi. That's Kazi. Like, don't blame me. Wish I had a nice loud boy to balance my timid and all around terrible vibes. Giga, you don't have terrible vibes. Stop it. Hold, please. Why am I concerned? I am concerned. Also, I'm not going to admit that Sherry deserves better. Sherry's a good girl. I give her lots of attention, lots of reassurance, and lots of flirting. Don't I, Cabot? Call off the fish. Haven't tamed me, Hans, but I'm a lot more fun wild. Exactly. No dog, Mom, you can't have it. Ah! Blood, stupid boy that's yet to be claimed. Yeah, Sherry is needy. Make me come over there. Good lord. All right. So, are we gonna have a community, you know, goal where we just throw money at Hans to go and visit floofers?
Well, that's f***ing ominous.
Uh-oh. So he hasn't acknowledged me because he knows I'm right. I didn't see what you said, not gonna lie. I didn't. Nicer, but he's abusive. I am not abusive to you. You know I'm not abusive to you, Tazin. Fuck. Fuck. Really? Really? I am not Bye.
Well, that's f***ing ominous.
Shit. All right. All right. Do it. Do it. Abusive to Tazin. Ignoring Tazin at times is fairly abusive. I didn't. Oh, okay, I'm back. Hold on, I gotta check my DMs. Well, do you have the brain cell? Mom says it's my turn to have the brain cell. No, go back to Bafo. Oh, rude, Emil, that's rude. Would you call me out? It's great. It's told to come back here. You know I can't have the... Yeah, no, he never gives anyone the brain cell. It's neglectful, not abusive. Neglect is a form of abuse. Besides, I don't neglect Tazin. I talk to Tazin rather frequently. Because Tazin is my friend. And my mod.
Good boy.
And my mech. Woof. Yeah. Yeah, that was a small one. I talk to you. Do I not respond? Ozzy used the word confiscate. I am actively flirting with you and you're ignoring me. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Good vibes, 10 bounce. Yeah. Giga's a little a bum bunny right now. A bummed bunny. We need to give Giga love at the bunny. Although, because the Big Screen Beyond is going to be here Thursday, depending upon any setup issues, that means that Friday's community night, a portion of that might be VR chat. Just saying. Love you too. Love how much you care. Yeah, no, we love the key and the sherries. Ah! Tiger is the bunny of the sea. If bunnies had tentacles. Don't even remember your birthday. I did too remember your birthday. I did too. Also a rope bunny. That too. How dare. Just throwing stuff so you always remember I'm here. Ah. Hi, Arcos. Wish I could be a rope bunny. Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, Tiger might teach me, you know, shibari. Go be fun. Go use it on you. Anyways, the bunnies are cute. I want a pet sea bunny. You want an octopus? I mean, they're fucking awesome. Emil, I don't think I even knew your birthday, although I got told it when I found out that it was your birthday, and then I said happy birthday. Maybe this is why we all have one brain cell. Yeah. An allegedly Gen Z person used the word memorandum and recognized a Rolodex and card catalog. We decided that they are faking being Gen Z. No, they still are in use in a lot of places, surprisingly.
You're a thirsty bitch.
Ah, sippy. Good sippy. We've been here about 40 minutes. I think we should play the game. What do you guys think? Think we should play the game? I think we should play the game. Let me fix this so that I can see YouTube chat. So I'm gonna need to be able to see YouTube chat. Like Rolodex because I'm not good at storing thoughts in my meat space. My meat space is filled with other useless information that I like. So, yeah, I need better skills with shit like that. Let me do that there. Ow! Hi, Vi. Decided that they're two old ladies in a trench coat. Possible. What other useless information? Designations of mobile suits. There's the entirety of my Dune knowledge. There's the Fremen language. There's some memories that are there. There's a lot of porn, like a lot of porn. I need to like clean that hard drive a little bit, but you know, just brain stuff. All right, let's see here. Boop. Or an addict? Not an addict. I can stop whenever I want. Problem is that a certain cabbage just keeps sending me more. A lot of brain rot. Oh, so much brain rot. So many memes. I don't always ask. Not always. Sometimes I'm just sitting there. Everything's fine and normal. It's been just been a day, and then I pick up my phone. Oh, who messaged me? Oh, it's Sherry. Oh, those are titties. No one sends you porn? Aw, Tiger.
This is the story of a man named...
Yep, we've been through this. Off to the new content.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
You need more people in my life sending me unexpected titties? I'm so tempted to do a thing now.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has
Imagine being
turned out
terrible
to be.
that everyone
the
hates.
original Stanley Parable was
Can't
a
be the name I don't know
landmark, and
of.
any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense.
Yeah.
I say we take it
Hi, Blake.
one step even further. Which
Remember
is
my
why
birthday, but he
I'm
spent no
very
time
proud
with
to
me,
announce
nor
for
got
the
me a
first
gift.
time ever, the
All right, motherfucker. We're about to have words.
Well, that's f***ing ominous.
I wanted to get you a gift, Mr. I'm never going to allow anyone to return the favor to me. Ha ha ha. I don't have a throne. I blocked PayPal from accepting gifts. Ha ha. Nya! Look, just because you could zap me does not mean that I'm wrong. Fuck you, buddy.
Stanley Parable 2.
Well, that's f***ing ominous.
Yes, you see, isn't this far
Yeah.
superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many
Doug does have a
different
point.
directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've
Oh
been
yeah, that's right. I
developing
broke
for it.
character. I was smart
I
for
figure
once.
that
Shit.
if I can loosely organize
Ah.
a handful of interesting concepts,
Aw,
that surely
Blake,
the
come
game will
here,
sort
come
of
here.
naturally spring up around them. It'll all work
Who's my
itself out.
favorite cat
Game
boy?
development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical.
Okay.
Here we are. Go on.
So we've done the
Try out some
button.
of the new features.
Let's go to the reassurance bucket. And I need one of those. That would make my life so much easier. Holy shit. Having to spend a lot of money needlessly. Oh, no.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair
Tippy.
in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable.
Oh my god. Getting zapped while drinking is not fun. Get my brother's brain cell back, say goodbye, and hello to me. I didn't choke. It just made it difficult to swallow. And I am not a quitter. I'm gonna fucking swallow.
Reassurance bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long
Really?
for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest,
Can I touch
it's
it?
a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
We can touch the bucket.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact,
What?
can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Tazin, I swear on Casca, I have not done anything to rig the card packs. The percentage-based chance is still the same as it's always been. There is no way for me to single a person out other than to make it impossible for them to buy a pack, period. Can't believe you do her dirty. Like, what a comforting laugh that was. Right, Hans? But no. I'm not joking. I haven't fucked with the card packs at all.
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Whoa.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All this and more
What?
await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Okay. Well, I guess we get to carry around a bucket. Wonder what happens if we take the bucket to the hole.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game?
No, but they
There
should.
really should be an award if
Yeah,
it
no, they
isn't
should.
already.
No screenshots. What's down here? Oh, okay. We want to keep in here for now. Better question. Why is it a bucket if it's comforting? 'Cause you always have a bucket with you at
Calling it the
least.
Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there.
The Butthuggle
future-oriented.
Lamb cult
It
that has?
screams
Oh, dear.
progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Free, new, plus easy achievement. I can't believe it's that simple. It just works. Get it here. A hiccup. Free achievement. Get yours right now. Pull the lever. Receive your new achievement. No more steps. It just works. It just works. Okay.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes.
Whoa.
You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Hey. I named this bucket Bob. Bob the Bucket. Okay. Test achievement unachieved.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right
You
now, the achievement
bitch.
is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley.
Nah.
But I
Dennis Villeneuve Euro TMS sequel captures the bleakness and the tragedy at the heart of Frank Herbert's Euro TMS novel.
Hey guys, you want to see a dead body? You're about to.
guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel, to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
There's gotta be a way. Yeah.
While the war may be portrayed as a jaw-dropping spectacle, the answers to all those political and moral questions may leave the audience deeply uncomfortable. Herbert would be proud.
Kazin, we'll ban you
You're a thirsty bitch.
after this sippy. Ah, good sippy. Give me the achievement. Fucking goddamn it. Don't ban Taz, I can't mod for shit.
What else? What other exhibits
a
haven't we
hole.
seen yet?
There's something up here. Can you find them? Oh, collectibles. That's
Collectibles. Now it's
is
a
that?
real video game. In the Stanley Parable.
Dune author Frank Herbert a Euro TMS Sun offers glowing verdict on new movie sequel.
Mm-hmm. 47.
Parable 2, you'll run
There we
around
go.
gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly
Fluff.
innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Okay. What? Why'd you pin that? Demons are scratching me and I must go see why they summon me. They want food. They always want food. What the fuck? Ow. Can I put it in the bucket? We collected a thing! There's apparently 6.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
I am here. Jump circle, this map, free achievement, button that says the name, merch, settings world champion, bucket, office decorations, epilogue, collectibles, infinite hole, and exit. Okay. That's the exit. Ah!
Father, I don't know, Euro TMT, know what your problem with the Dune movie is. It was clearly a faithful adaptation of the books, just as Amnesia: The
Bloopers.
Machine for Pigs is the best game in the series.
While you unfollow and why? Why?
You know what, Stanley? I actually think the jump circle was a pretty good idea. I'd like to hang on to that for the sequel.
I used one whole jump. I wish I had more jumps. What's in here?
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one.
ADHD's
I think
nuts.
that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration.
Ooh,
like
balloons.
But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Get well someday, obviously.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another
Uh-oh.
person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
Aw.
Happy 12th birthday, stepniece, it is.
But get well someday. Yeah. That is the long zap. Oh no. God damn it, Tazin. But fucking narrator. Oh wow, they did actually change all of them.
Why are circles
Maybe I
drawn to
should have
Steve
gone-
Urkel?
No.
He's always asking, got any cheese? And they turn their heads like merp.
No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
God damn it. All right. What's back here? Oh no, step buffo, I'm stuck. Oh no, step floofers. Let me help you with that.
Stanley, here's an
That's
idea
the
that
hole.
I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, A hole that you can fall down.
What the fuck?
That's right. Infinite
Demons have been
fall.
fed, running low on
You
Lizzie's
can
pills
fall until the
again. Luck
end
lasts
of
until I
time
find
if
more.
you like.
Yes,
A
that
stunning
would be
leap
good.
forward for video games as a medium.
Settings world champion.
He's gonna
is-
die.
Ah!
Well, that's fucking ominous.
Hazen, thank you for the $6.66. Fucking hell, I hate that. I really should never have done that. I fucking regret that. I regret that so goddamn much. Why can't I go into settings world champ?
You're a thirsty bitch.
I'll get that sippy in a second. Okay. Don't know how to open that. Need a heart rate monitor. It's on my throne.
No!
That's new. What's new? Ah, the epilogue.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Clearly weren't here for the coffin of Andy and Lele to go, what the fuck for that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, we've had way worse. All right, here we go. Good sippy. You have the anxiety for it, right? I think we've just about done everything. Unless there's something at the merch booth. There is nothing at the merch booth. I think we might have actually done everything. No elevator, can't use it. So I guess we head out to the exit now. Oh wait, hold on, is this something? No, that's just epilogue. Okay, been through here. There's the reassurance bucket. Want one, but I have a high heart rate normally, and I have found nothing that can scare me and get my heart racing anymore. Yeah, you guys would lose your shit if you saw what my fucking heart rate did every time someone does the $6.66 now. Please don't. 70 to 100 easily. Oh, way easy.
All right, have you seen everything you wanted to?
Yep.
Ready to move on now?
Someone left their bag here. What the fuck? Ah! Oh, beeping. Someone called the ambulance. Ooh, what's this?
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
Eh,
I
take
know
it or
it's
leave
not
it.
exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say,
I
let's do
mean-
an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful game.
Oh, we get to play around. All right.
Okay. Are you
Concerned
ready?
over the rate of my heart.
Here it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
As in?
I mean, there's potential here, right?
I mean, the
sort of-
bucket's there. We're
Okay,
good.
Never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot
Well,
of
yeah.
gags.
You
And I
have
do
two
very much
achievement
enjoy
things.
creating
You only need
gags, but they don't
one.
add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
Oh, God.
Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. but it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says
Oh,
with bold
God.
and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead.
Should hug Bob.
Take
This
a
sounds
look.
scary. Yeah. Uh-oh. Here we go. Stanley Parable 2. Wow. In the game. All right. Let's do it.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a
God
company
damn
in
it,
a
the
big building
balloons.
where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427
Oh, sippy.
and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might
He's
have
really good
considered
at timing
it soul-winning,
things.
Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Or was he?
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his
The
years
fucking
at the company
balloons.
had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his
zombies.
desk and stepped out of his office.
All right. God damn the fucking balloons.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Wait, can we jump? No, can't jump.
Stanley felt the bucket calling to him, begging him to pick it up.
Wait.
Why was he not doing it?
The bucket!
Stanley picked up the bucket.
We got the bucket! Bucket! We got Bob. Let's go. No DLC door. All right.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
Not helping
Was
with the
this
remaining
better than the
endings. I hope you
meeting
get
room?
trapped.
Yes,
Wow.
Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Jesus, Tarzan.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No, said the bucket.
No.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Okay.
Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Okay,
Stanley did not
bucket.
question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him.
It did
he
speak to me.
unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Look, we are gonna listen to Bob. Bob knows the way.
In here, said the bucket. Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Dark room? I don't see a dark room. Ah, that dark room. Bob speaks.
Now pick up the phone, said the bucket. Pick up the phone and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
Whatever you say, Bob.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Bob don't have a brain cell? Sure he does. Where's my bucket? There he is. Hey, buddy. Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. Press M to take me to work with you. Okay.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders.
Then why is it
Whatever
talking and
Stanley's
giving me
hearing the bucket
orders?
say to him is just in his head.
Lies. You just don't. You don't know what Bucket Coon and I have. Where's my bucket? 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 Oh God, where's Bob? Bob? Oh, thank God, Bob. Hi, buddy. Press him to take the bucket back home with you. Okay.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well?
Bucket.
To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Press Z to go back to work. Okay.
Oh, I'll try.
Where's my
anyway.
bucket?
Stanley,
Yeah.
can you hear me? Listen
Yeah?
to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think. It can't talk.
You're
All
lying.
it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
And that's a problem. Why? Where? Oh, there it is. Don't listen to the loud man. Press X for us to go back home. Sure thing, Bucket.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Stop being so mean to Bob. Jazz music. Press N to ignore anyone in your life except for me. Oh, guys, the bucket might be a little toxic. The bucket might be toxic.
It's sad. I
Uh-oh.
suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of
Bucket.
shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
Right? What now, Bucket? We going home? You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Press H to go back home.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket.
No, it's
It's just a
special.
little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid.
See?
Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
I echo. Press L to relive this same day with me. Over and over.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket.
Hey, it's a good
Why do I
bucket.
feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Done kicking butt for now? Ah, okay. Hi, Bucket. Press C to go home, to work, to home, to work, to home.
Oh no. I'm having feelings. For the bucket. No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation.
Stop thinking what you're thinking. You all are horrible people. Do not lewd Bob. Oh my God, the frying pan. The frying pan has candles. Oh my God, yes. Oh my God, yes. All right.
Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me.
No.
Give me the bucket, Stanley. I need it.
No.
Give it to me now. Give it.
Close
or
your
I'll-
eyes. Bob made this loot all his own. Go back to work, Stanley. Okay?
Bucket is love. Bucket is life.
Bucket is also now our wife. Okay, we're back here.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay, we
What
rebooted.
did it
We got
mean?
Bucket ending.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
I wonder if there's another alternate Bucket ending.
Stanley clutched the
hiccup.
bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room. But
Hiccups.
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be
Lot of
correct?
bucket
Was it
endings.
a- Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left
Yeah.
to go back to the meeting room.
Hi, Hans.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to
Oh?
the cargo lift.
Oh, we found a collectible.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines.
Yay!
Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to
God,
savor
thirsty
each
bitch.
and
Zippy.
every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Good sippy. Okay. Oh, God, let's not fall. I don't think we can make it if we fall. Well, maybe. Maybe there is a way. We'll try that later. Or this could be the way. Where the fuck are we? I can't tell what that is. Okay, we got stairs. Where do we go, Bucket? Narrator dialogue? Oh my god. What? What? Is this?
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I
Oh
feel
my god.
every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest,
I don't want to touch Bob now, right?
it doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure?
You hug it forever.
I can monetize it. Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This
Bucket
my
is not a
golden
whore.
ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's
Back
that?
after the tape, yeah.
Who's there?
Camporata.
What? What? Go there after this ending and don't pick up the bucket. Okay, let's do that real quick.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you?
Oh,
what a
fuck.
silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do.
There.
Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
Oh, yeah. Okay, fine. Fuck you.
Thirsty bitch.
Whoa, slow-mo sippy. Ah, thank you. Okay. Bucket, bucket, bucket,
All of his
bucket, bucket,
co-workers
bucket,
were
bucket,
gone.
bucket, bucket,
What
bucket,
could it
bucket,
mean?
bucket, bucket, bucket,
Stanley
bucket,
decided
bucket.
to go to the meeting room.
Bucket.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
Yes.
Stanley clutched
Embrace.
the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the
Okay,
bucket turned
let's
out to be
see.
correct?
This will
Well,
either kill
never
us
mind.
or we get
The
somewhere.
bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go
right,
there.
so-
Go to the cargo lift.
Go here. And then here.
But Stanley
oh, nope.
feared that any path he walked
Okay.
might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms.
Aww.
How deeply touching.
Never gonna let you go, Bucket.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Yeah, that's how you get the broom closet ending.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly
Alright.
to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket
Now we just
turned
need to
out
go
be
back
correct?
through the
Well,
main
never
ending that we
mind.
did
The
first.
bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
We'll go left, don't
No,
worry, but I want to
said
try
the
something.
bucket.
Don't go to the
couple
meeting
of
room.
things
Go
first.
somewhere else. The cargo lift, yeah. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley
Whatever
did
you
not
say,
question why or
Bucket.
how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk.
This
But
bucket's
Stanley chose
special.
not to think
Oh, hey,
about
there's
this
still more
obvious
balloons here.
fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
I love Bucket. Okay, here we are.
In here.
Said the bucket.
His name
Go
despite
into
the
this
dog
dark
ignoring it.
room
Yes,
over
I
here.
know, it's Bob.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
And we're in.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone and it will take us back home.
Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone?
Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny,
Really?
Stanley.
Are you
A
sure about
talking
that?
Bucket. Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh,
Yeah, there is.
Yes, there is. It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
What is comedic
Here we
timing?
go.
What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies?
Wait, what?
And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've
I'm
ever
ready to
told a
learn.
joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wait, what?
With one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing.
What?
To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor.
What?
Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
I'm Dunny with the funny?
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence. And to very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us.
I think Stanley Parable is telling me to play Helldivers.
And their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Yep, it's telling me to play Helldivers.
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic
Also, what's your news,
delivery.
Echo?
Come along, let's head back.
Okay. What's the greatest news? Give me the details. Super Earth is nicer to me. Oh my God, Tazin.
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous.
VR headset was fully funded?
What a
Hell yes!
hilarious
Grats,
concept. The king
Echo!
of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now.
I'm a little concerned
But I
that
wouldn't be the king
this
of
is going to
comedy,
end
that's
in
for
bugs.
sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
I think they were getting an index, I want to say. Should be getting it next week sometime. Oh, Quest Pro. Oh, okay, yeah. Good hardware. Just get the link cable to connect it to your PC.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Fuck you, I'm going right.
What? We're back at the phone already. No, what's going on? There were supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point, a dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to.
Well, that's
and it's all my
ominous.
fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the 2 doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the
Hold on,
title
what?
of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling...
Heard
well,
index are fragile.
think-
They are a little fragile.
I think I need
You gotta
to
be
go
careful
back
with them.
and rewatch that instructional video again.
Pro is a good starter for me before
Surely
saving.
that
Yep.
will help me improve my...
Well, the thing with the difference between, say, the Rift Pro and an Index is they're kind of two completely did what? No, that one didn't go off. What the hell? Hold on. I will do it. What is it? It was oh god damn it, it was a 30 longs app. There it goes. Come on, do it. Nope, there it goes. Fuck. No, there's the other one too. No. Double longs app. Fuck this shit. Oh. Okay, I'm good. Anyways, what I was trying to say. So there are 2 different schools of VR. So Oculus uses primarily inside out tracking, which means you don't need base stations or anything like that in order to use it. The downside is that you can't use anything that is designed for OpenVR or Steam VR that uses base stations. So no Knuckles controllers, no Vive trackers, nothing like that. There are alternate forms that you can use for the Quest and the Quest Pro, which are like Slime VR, which is shipping now. You be in a wait for full body tracking. There are other controllers and things like that. And Facebook has their own kind of walled garden thing with their tech. So you'll see a lot of things that are on the Quest store that are also on like Steam, but they are actually different. They do not talk to each other. And in some instances, they are completely different programs like VR Chat. VR Chat on the Quest store uses a different version that will forcibly block you from seeing a lot of higher poly avatars. You won't be able to go to certain worlds and things like that because the onboard hardware of the Quest just can't do it. But you can bypass that with the link cable connecting the Quest to your PC. That will allow you to use the Steam VR version of like VR Chat, and you'll still be able to see everyone and do everything because you're not using just the Quest. You're using your PC to render everything, so it works out. The Index, you can't just get the headset. You have to have the headset, the controllers, and the base stations, which makes it significantly more expensive as a starter VR. But outside-in tracking is a little bit more precise. And if you have issues with motion sickness and things like that, the base station tracking is kind of better for that because it's more precise on where you are. There's not as much dithering, basically. How do the base stations work? So they just shoot out. The base stations are basically a spinning thing that shoots out a lot of infrared lasers, basically, is the easiest way to explain it. And they hit the sensors on your headset. And so The headset knows where the base stations are relative to it and knows where it is in the room. It's like moving it through a grid, so it knows exactly where the fuck it is at all times, as long as it can see the base stations. Yeah, anyways, for the tracking and everything like that, like you can use everything with Steam VR, Open VR, and with the base station tracking systems. There's a lot more stuff for it, like the Vive pucks. It's just a different way of doing things. A lot of people will shit on the Quest and Oculus headsets in general because Facebook and their whole walled garden bullshit. But honestly, hardware-wise, they're really fucking good. They have great front-facing cameras that you can actually use. They have fucking hand tracking. Yeah, hi, Tazin. I actually think the Quest Pro has eye tracking, if I remember right. Which is good for something that's called foveated rendering, where it tracks where your eyes are looking, and so it renders what you're looking at in higher detail and everything else in lower detail, which frees up a ton of hardware. Like, it's good. The big screen beyond that I'm getting actually has an eye tracking add-on, and they're working on doing a foveated rendering thing for it, because it's fucking magic how that shit works. Foveated rendering is fucking cool. And I think that the Quest Pro actually has eye tracking and foveated rendering in it standard. It is the Quests are like the kitchen sink of modern VR. It has everything. Some things it doesn't do too well, but it has everything. So honestly, Echo, you're not making a bad choice. You're not. Just, I cannot stress this enough, get the link cable. You're gonna fucking need it. But other than that, no, you'll have a fucking grand time with it. I would suggest making sure that you have a large enough space for doing VR. And for the controllers, always, always, always make sure that you put the little strap around your wrist. Otherwise, you're gonna make a motion like that, and it's gonna go flying, and it's gonna beam the land shark. It happens. Believe me. Don't have a large enough space at all. You can do it sitting in one area, but it is less immersive, less cool. But it is doable just sitting in one spot. It is. Yeah, no. I am excited for you. I can't wait to hang out in VR chat, have some fun. It's going to be great. I hope you enjoy it. And if you have like any problems, any questions or anything like that, fucking hit me up. I can help. We got on a total VR sidetrack because like I've been all about fucking VR because, you know, my BSB is going to get here soon. And I'm like really fucking excited. I have a problem. Or you can make a 5-paragraph essay for whatever you're talking about. Yeah, look, I know VR stuff. Like saying you can drive your sports car in a parking lot, true, but why would you? I mean, if it's the only place you can drive it, might as well. Quest Pro actually sounds better than the Index. The fuck? No, okay, see, here's the differences with that kind of a thing. Like I said, inside-out tracking is not as precise. So if you are motion sick easy, the Quest series isn't necessarily the best idea for you. The Index has higher resolution. It has probably the best VR controllers on the market, hands fucking down. The knuckles are amazing. Yeah, it has a better field of view. Is fun right up until you try to put a hand over your own shoulder. Yep. And it works with a lot more shit. It is more powerful. The Quest's like screens and everything are fine. They're fine. Indexes are better. Question, can you mix and match headset with controllers, though? Yes and no. So here's the problem. The Index controllers require base stations to track. You can't really use those with a Quest unless you get base stations as well. Which, then why do you have a Quest? Yeah. Well, welcome to the VR environment as it is right now, where no one can agree on any form of standardization. Everyone has a cool little thing they want to throw in, and nobody's making video games that support everything. Because, good lord, that would take forever, and it would be so fucking bloated. I was with those doctors on that island. Yeah, right? We're having a class about VR. Kinda impromptu, but yes. So, like, you can do it. It just requires you to have the extra tech. Sequel is paused now and not the game is now paused. Yeah, I noticed. Just give me the first headset ever, the Sword of Damocles. Actually, I have the original Oculus Rift Dev Kit 1 in my fucking closet. Like, I have base stations and controllers. I could, in theory, invest in something with eye face tracking in the future if there's something that I like. Yes, and again, no. It depends on if that specific headset is going to play nice with the Steam VR fucking ecosystem. It's fucky. Look it up off of the Sword of Damocles headset is fucking creepy. Hold on, I gotta look this shit up. Sword of Damocles virtual reality. Named for an early virtual reality HMD and tracking system, widely considered to be the first augmented reality HMD system, although Morten Heilig had already created a stereoscopic head-mounted viewing apparatus without head tracking, known as stereoscopic television apparatus, for individual use, or the Telesphere mask earlier, patented in 1960. That doesn't have any kind of photos. Oh, it's that one. Yes, I remember that one. Yeah, no, that thing's cursed. Fucking cursed. Hi. Okay, enough about VR class. Let's resume the Stanley Parable.
Here we go.
Ready?
When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Nope, going right again. Fuck you. Is it going to send me back again, or is it going to do the same thing?
What? We're back at the phone.
Okay, it's just going to do the same thing.
No.
Okay. Oh, wow. It gets faster.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
No, long zap. God damn it, Tazin.
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone.
What?
Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's
Wait,
no
what?
way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley?
Sippy.
Are you proud?
Stanley, you love the bucket so much that you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison.
Oh, god damn it, Dylan. I mean, narrator.
Again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not? It is the delivery. Pale with shame. Pale with shame. Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal, I think I saw it playing guitar. No,
this is horrible.
No. We're getting away from making
this
fun
is
of
horrible.
Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is.
No, you need less.
Make me the king of comedy again. More instructional
Sorry,
videos.
Leroy.
Let's see.
Hi, Tazin. What?
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started. And if it did, it stopped shortly
Go
after.
left again and then go down
Stanley
to the
hoped that he
elevator.
would one day
I will
Stanley
get
picked
to
up the
that.
bucket
I'm
and
still
smiled.
finishing
He'd
off
never
the
be
last of the
alone again,
endings on
not
the
truly
other
alone.
side.
Not with the
Hi,
bucket
Tazin.
around. Stanley clutched
There's
the
one
bucket
more we
tightly
gotta
to
do.
his
Well,
chest.
two
This
more,
was not
technically.
the correct way to the meeting room. But Stanley
Yeah,
had felt
whoa.
the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Because we have
And
to
here it
jump
was.
off
Had
the,
bucket turned out to be correct? No.
the
never
elevator
mind.
thing,
The bucket
and then
was
go through
wrong.
those two endings, and then we'll be
Stanley took the
going
door on his left
down that
to go
one.
back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to
No.
the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets
Come
don't
on.
talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Why is Bucket couldn't being so grumpy? Good fucking question. I'm surprised nothing has been said. Why is nothing being said?
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It
No
says,
buckets.
No buckets past this point. Stanley,
Ow.
how would you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which,
Maybe.
if that's true, well, my goodness. I think
To
we
take
have
the
do
bucket to the
something about
development
it.
museum?
This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed
Yeah, I
quickly
should.
and properly.
It will,
So much of the
eventually.
impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Okay. We're gonna learn about buckets, chat.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not
As
a
in-
bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Nope.
Correct.
Wait,
it is
what?
a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
What? What?
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Oh no! Stop! I know. Woo 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 woo. Hi, Casca. What the
Correct.
fuck?
It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket.
Hi,
not an
Casca.
actual bucket.
Hi, Casca. Hi, baby. What? You want a treat? You want a treat, little bird? You want a treat, little girl?
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
I want to say no again, but I'm getting them right. What do I do here? No.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. Let's get you a treat. You know the truth? What?
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Yes, actually. Sit. No, you gotta sit, sweetie. No, you have to sit first. Now speak. Good girl. There you go. Have your treat. That is a bucket.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth.
We
That's
are
what this was a
sitting.
gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
Okay.
Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Correct.
What?
This is a bucket.
What?
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
Wait, what? How can it be both? Schrodinger's bucket?
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Yes, thank you. There's nothing here.
Yay!
Of course it isn't a bucket. We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true.
Put up Twitch at
Unless-
another Philip
is that what you
Storelko
think?
ad.
Answer me straight.
The universe
Stanley.
wants you to be
Are you trying
smooth.
to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket?
No.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago, I could answer these questions with confidence.
I too
Yet now I'm
appreciate Tim's
somewhat
joke.
adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with.
Uh-oh.
I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from
What?
the game. And
No! No!
Okay.
No!
Here
No!
we go.
No! No!
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait,
Because everything's a
was
bucket.
everything a bucket?
Yes.
Every single thing in the game was a bucket.
Buffer pretending he
My
understands a
God, I
fine
had
art
no
reference.
idea. How
Yeah.
could- Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease.
Is the
right
bucket
now.
still in my
It's
hand?
still
Can we have
doubtful
light?
Get some clarity
I need to
on that
know.
issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what. I'll reset everything, and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Yay, more
And we'll
buckets!
know
Taz and
that
remove
it's
it.
all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
Buffer pretending he understands. Yes, I pretend I understand constantly. Okay.
All of
And
his
now-
coworkers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
more to
decided
do.
to go to the meeting room. The
Oink.
good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his
Relatable?
chest. This was not
Yeah.
the correct way to the meeting room. But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
No.
Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting. And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
No, we're gonna go down the elevator. Also, Jesus, I didn't think Prim was a cocaine producer. Wait, what?
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
Uh-oh. The line!
You
The
see,
adventure
your
line!
friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We
Yes.
can make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Wait, do we forsake Bob to follow line? Being in water to being stuck halfway up a cliff in 2 seconds? Jesus! But, Bob. Broom closet. I'm not leaving Bob. Wait, hold on. We could take Bob with us. We're fine. Let's go on an adventure, Bob.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well. Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about.
Bring
Don't
back
you
my
remember
music.
all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Eh.
Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
You are not taking Bob from me. Come on, Buffo, you don't gotta go back in the closet. I mean, I don't think I ever was in the closet, to be fair. Are they gonna make me give up Bob? I don't want to give up Bob. I love Bob. Bob loves me.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer. I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such
Fuck
a well-fleshed-out
no.
character with so much personality that to me, it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all
Parents
along.
basically
Don't you
said,
agree?
bro, we know, we just don't care. Woof.
Can you guess
Hi,
what the
Saturn.
Bucket Destroyer does?
Pretty
Surely you don't need
mean.
me to spell it out for you.
There's gotta
Go
be a
ahead
way
now,
out.
Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
There's gotta be a way out. There's gotta be a way out.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not.
I'm not
I wonder
doing
what
it.
sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't
No.
get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like
No.
the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now.
No.
The fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
I will not betray the bucket.
The Bucket Destroyer. My prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye,
Halo?
new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
The Pussy Destroyer. Wow, Baffo cheats on the flashlight with the bucket. He a whore. You wish I was a whore. All right, now we get to do that again, but this time we're gonna have to
Wait,
sacrifice the
Stanley
bucket.
thought to himself, am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? Where
Yoink.
are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just
Bubble butt.
smiled. Anywhere they
Bubble.
went together.
That's
would
my
be-
bucket, Saturn.
Stanley clutched
Ow.
the bucket tightly to his chest. This
Mine.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that
No.
the employee lounge was simply the
I've
place
already had to
be.
fight off the narrator. You can't destroy
And
the
here it
bucket.
was.
I'm gonna
What
have
the
to for
bucket
the
turned out to be
ending.
correct was no, never mind.
It's the bucket bucket.
Was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
I have to for the completion. Stay by to your ankles, I'll
Good,
nibble them
Stanley.
away.
I'm glad you found your
Ooh.
way here. I knew you'd
Careful,
find
I
this
think
place
Tim will like that.
eventually. You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley.
I
We've
know.
come together here because we care about you very much. It's this
Maybe.
bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even
I
from the
gotta
original
do
Stanley
it.
Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before.
Bucket is love.
Yes,
Bucket is
I know
life.
I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it.
I
Don't
can't.
you want another story involving the
Are you
adventure
sure?
line? We could make the adventure line go somewhere new. Yes,
Hi,
yes,
Hans
that's what the
and
fans
Brent.
want. Whee! Look at that wacky line.
Oh my God.
Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Oh my God, you guys are giving me the hiccups.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you
All in the
remember
jumping
all
circle
those
don't
great
care
jokes
about
from
you?
the original dialogue?
Okay.
is addicted to drugs and
I love the whole. I really love
It's as
whole,
classic now as
but
it was back
I can
then.
enjoy the
Let's
whole
do it
with
for
the
fans,
bucket.
Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to
and
do
play
that,
Blood Prince
you're
did.
going to have to give something up. Don't you get it, Stanley?
Please don't.
We
You
need
can't.
to get rid of the bucket.
But
That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer. I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
maybe. Here we go.
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does?
Destroys
Surely you
buckets.
don't need me to spell it out for
Oaks
you.
are inevitable. How dare.
Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
Guys, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can do it. What? What? Plus the sounds he makes are fun. You'll do it? Saturn! You would destroy the bucket for me? Bucket Chan emote? Sherry! Bucket Chan? How dare? Very easily, of course. Huh. Really? Really? I mean, fair. What can I do about it? Bucket, here we go. Oh, God. I gotta do it. Bucket!
Now listen to me.
Oh, you
it's
can't.
crucial that you give it the bucket.
Yep,
I don't know
you literally
what the
can't.
Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying
Okay. Reboot. I didn't know if you were joking or not.
the meeting room.
One
Yes,
more on
that's
the
where
other
everyone
side,
would
and
be.
then, well, two more,
Stanley
I
just
think, and
needed
we
to
should be
get to
good.
the meeting room. A good bucket. A strong bucket. A humble bucket. A committed
I
bucket,
don't
a bucket
think
of
the humble
culture
is
and distinction.
humble.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind. The bucket was
So used to us
wrong.
fucking with him? Yup.
Stanley took the door on his left to go, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Oh, right. It just circles back around, doesn't it? Yeah, it just circles back around. How can we find them? Trust the completionist instinct. Why wouldn't they just tell us something will happen? This investigation, this room, they feel pointless, to be honest. Weird spinning figurines, ideas. Employee 421 building a bridge. Agenda, how can you tell you've spotted one? What makes them float in the air? Who took these pictures of them? Never fucked with him on games. I wonder if he would trust me. Probably I would, actually. Need more planks. Warehouse access plan. Provide one plank to allow ease of access past fence. Construct bridge. Yeah, okay. Inside sequel exhibit, a large room, lots of boxes. Stairs, something to do with stairs. Somewhere both red and blue. Nearby a fireplace. A private but smelly place for an important person. Okay. There will be a reward for finding them all. Lies. Stop kidding yourself. I want them so much. I want to go home. Buffo, could you help me convince Vi to write poetry with me? I don't think I could convince them of that.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it?
Yeah.
The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley.
Assuming I can be convinced to do anything as if I am not the most
Don't
whimsical
hand over
person on the
bucket.
planet.
I
Fair.
know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend.
Yes.
You can't hand it over. Oh, no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons. Even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends?
How
that your relationship
dare.
is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path
There
in an
bugs in
even
that direction.
partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet
I
off
will.
for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Look, I made a flashlight an emote on this channel because of an inside joke. Do not test me, I will make a
I've
bucket.
got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all.
Is it a
Here we
button?
go.
Property of
There.
Stanley. Damn
Now
right.
it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
That it? Is this
All
just
right,
how we...
I've got a second sticker back here,
More
and I'm going to
stickers!
slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see,
Yes!
I feel
Bucket.
that it works because the sticker is also a bucket.
We are doubling down on
That way,
buckets.
if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications. for
Cursed
this
curiosity hit. Let's see how many stickers we can get.
You know what? I could take
Yes!
the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now
Stickers stay there
the
permanently,
broom
I
closet
think.
is
Oh
just
God,
giving
yes.
us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
All right, we're going to wait a minute, and then we're going to go outside. All right, I think we're good to head outside. We're going to go over here, and then we're going to go back in. And... nothing. Okay, moving on.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Going downstairs, boss. I hear...
Another
Collectible!
miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs?
Stan
Or
Mini.
What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Let's
But
go home,
Stanley just
Bucket.
couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance.
bucket
and
broke.
comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps.
No, it says
How
property
did
of
I end up with
Stanley.
someone else's bucket? This is all
It's
terribly
mine.
wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket.
Bucket emote,
Now
yes!
he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which
Wait,
was,
where'd
of
the bucket
course,
go?
very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the
Bucket?
ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Bucket!
Stanley, it's me, the bucket. Could it
Bucket!
truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of
Wait,
them were
I don't-
his.
don't-
None
I
of
don't-
them were his special bucket.
Buckets!
Come to me,
No,
Stanley.
no, no,
Find me.
no,
He had
no.
to find the bucket. He had to
No,
return to his
where's
old
my
friend.
bucket?
It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Did we just... Yeah.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Well, this ought to be interesting. One man, one bucket.
Mariella woke up
One
on a
baffle,
day
one
like any
bucket.
other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security,
Wait,
and
what?
walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town,
No, that was
talking
Tiger.
and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter.
I want my
But of
bucket
course,
back.
she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total
Yeah,
clarity on
bad
everything.
timing to talk
Heck
about
yes, she
the
thought to
con
herself,
pizza.
My life kicks ass, and she backflipped all the way to work.
Wait, what? Well then. I'm loving the alternate bucket endings, I gotta say.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go
First
to the
curiosity.
meeting room.
Oh, no,
Perhaps
different.
He had simply missed a memo.
Stickers!
The embrace of an old friend, a weathered companionship that stands the test of time. Stanley clutched the bucket
Wait,
tightly
what?
to his chest.
It's an
and entered the
NSFW.
door on
Oh,
his
now I'm
left.
curious. Now I'm curious. NSFW. Oh. Yes. Oscar. Oh, God. Earl. Be good. All right. Next one is somewhere both red and blue. I can't remember how we get to that one. Okay, we don't need to do broom closet again. We
Coming
don't
a
need to go
staircase,
down.
Stanley and the
Casca.
bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Okay, we need to go this way. Yeah. And there's another one.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Okay, everything else appears to be the same here. Everything's the same here.
Stepping in.
Haha. Fuck you, I did it. just had a horrifying thought. If one were to ride the Baphisile, would they then have a case of mutt butt? Yes, in fact. There would be a mutt in your butt. If I ever end up making merch, I'm gonna have to make something Baphisile related. You are now leaving. Okay, floor 760, let's go. Getting the fuck out of here, Bucket. When's the makeshift partnership? I wish I was big enough to get something done by makeshift, not gonna lie. That would be amazing. I would love a little Bafo. It's the Bad Dragon partnership, you mean? I mean, someone get me in touch with someone at Bad Dragon. I'll talk to him. Here we are. Candy smooth like Kindle. Not true. Escape! Not true, false. I still have the bucket. Go on without us. No, don't say a word. You know only one of us can make it out of here alive. Don't worry, Bucket. I'll always love you. Now go. Don't cry. Just go. One of us has to live. Tell the world about what happened here. I'll never forget you, Bucket. Bye. This is erotic? Oh, that was fucking great.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
But I need the bucket. No.
All of his co-workers were gone. What
No.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
thank
he had
God.
simply missed a memo.
Oh, my beloved.
And try not to lose this one too, you dolt.
I didn't lose it, I freed it.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Fucking had a panic attack there. My bucket vanished.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I wonder. Sorry, YouTube. This is gonna get muted. Alright, there's nothing in there, so I'm not gonna bother. Alright, we're in.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation,
nope.
Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire.
Go up and down the
if not for
elevator?
the
Yep,
soothing
that's
presence of
next.
the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours,
did the bucket's warmth and guiding light
Amazing
pierce the
bucket.
dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it.
Damn right.
The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
Skip
Was the
button,
bucket
please,
guiding
right?
him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation. You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler annularines. Very soon,
Figler
you'll collect the
annularines?
first one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler annularines. None of us can.
Yeah, I don't remember how to get to that ending. Faggot, how much is Phillips Norelco? Proof that advertising works. Everyone, point at Flame Blood
The
Prince
elevator raced
and
down,
laugh.
plummeting towards an unknown fate.
Secretary bathroom?
It would be all Stanley
I already
could
got that
do
one.
to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty,
Yeah, we
he
got
would
that
be
one.
all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley.
8 ads.
Everything will be fine.
That's the magic number. That's the magic number of ads it takes to get someone to buy your product.
Someone paid for this.
After he already agrees to buy it. Tim, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to Flame Blood Prince. Oh, that's fucking funny. Okay, back up. Nova!
Wait, Stanley said to the bucket.
Or Nova's
Can we
manager.
Go back up?
Or
When I
Nova's
was pressing those
therapist.
keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to
3?
go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again.
Okay.
Bucket said nothing.
I'm gonna go press the button. Poke the button.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and over. Wow, he said. The number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time
Manager,
of my
gotcha.
life. Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent. This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the bucket. How was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him? Once Stanley had had enough of the number 3,
Very hard
he got
rain.
back
Uh-oh.
in the elevator. Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
I do enjoy poking buttons. Just ask Saturn. And Sherry. And really that's about it.
A hint of regret nagged in the back of Stanley's mind.
I don't poke Vice buttons,
Should
that's
he
scary.
demonstrate the number 3 for the bucket again?
Boyfriend is calling you a dog.
No, said Stanley to the bucket.
Who's a
you
good
can't
boy?
go on yet.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Is it you, Flame Blood Prince? Is it you, Flame Blood Prince? Who's a good boy?
Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness
The pie shock
I
is
feel.
working. I felt
He
that.
smiled at the
Sorry.
bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
At least I think so. Hold on. Let me tab. What was it? Because it didn't feel like it was a strong one. Oh no, it was a 50. Why'd the 50 not go off? Hold on. Is the pie shock fucking disconnecting again? I swear to God, pie shock. Okay. Yeah, it's disconnected again. What the hell? Test. Oh wow, it is. Okay, there we go. Hold on. Wow, what the hell is it? Shit. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, I learned something new today. Casca, did you know that apparently it can get backlogged if the PieShock enters sleep mode? And then, if you somehow disable sleep mode, everything happens all at once. Know that? Know that now? Oh shit. My VR set, so I'm looking for games. Hell yeah. So I got a 50, and then I got what felt like a long zap, and then I got another 50 from when I was trying to do it, and then I got another test zap, which is another 10. So I got 2 50s and 2 10s, I think. Although I don't know for certain, because it just all did a thing. No. Trust me, it's not. They don't add up like that. Yeah. Hi, Tiger. All right. So we're back up here. And oh, I can't poke the button yet.
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument.
Got more for my money, nice.
Of truth and passion. He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears.
Wait, what happened?
The whole time, he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing. The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all. Only
yeah, you can.
Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
Yeah, no, Subnautica has a VR mode, and
Stanley
I might
and the bucket
do
were
it.
so close.
Maybe.
They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's?
So's the forest.
The question caused Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator. He knew that there must be a way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be?
But the forest. Back up we go. Hello, Casca. You want to play the forest in VR? I'm not joking, guys. We're gonna be doing so much VR stuff. So much.
Said Stanley. I know what to do.
Casca.
I know how to fully
Hey, puppy.
express this feeling in my heart.
Hi.
He decided right then and there that he would hold a press conference where he would speak to the public on all matters.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm thinking with the next payout, because I'm gonna be getting a bunch of work done on the VTuber here in the near future. Yeah, exactly what the name I don't know of is saying. So like, there's several really good horror games and other fun games that I can play with other people, like Lethal Company, that have VR modes. But I'm thinking this next Twitch payout that I get, going ahead and getting the heart rate monitor and getting that set up before we do horror related stuff. I think that would be fun. So I can do Lethal Company and The Forest and Subnautica in VR with the little heart rate monitor on the back that's just telling you guys if I'm actually getting spooked or if I am faking it. Love the game and laughed a bit like the Joker as I beat the locals. Yeah, beat the cannibals. Apparently Hans and everyone else doesn't think I'm a good girl. They're lucky they're not in bite distance. Floofers, you are a great girl. You are a good girl. Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl, Floofers? Who's not a good girl right now? That's you, Casca. Yeah, because you're trying to chew my arm off.
You're a thirsty bitch.
And I need to take a sip. Hey, I can't take a sip. Casca. Child. Okay. All right, we're going to do this again. You want a treat? Okay, can you promise me? Oh, no, you have to let me finish. Do you promise that you will be quiet and not chew on me for the rest of stream? It's only like 40 minutes. Can you do that? Okay. You're serious this time, right? Okay, here you go. Holding you to your promise, Casca. Ooh. Not knock that over. All right, resuming after the sippy. What does the heart rate monitor do when you're scaroused? It goes boing.
Relating to pressing the number 3 over and over. He would elaborate fully on what the number 3 meant to him and why he felt so alive when pressing it. Then the bucket would be able to see his joy through the eyes of others. It would get to see the world react to...
Can anyone else use channel point things right now? I mean, Tiger did a pet, but... Huh, weird.
This discovery of Stanley's.
Yeah, no.
And
weird.
It would be through the
Try
public
refreshing.
eye that the bucket would finally understand Stanley's work.
Hi, Casca. You already broke the promise.
For months, he advertised and...
You already broke the promise, puppy. Ah! Casca. Casca, baby. Broke the promise. You broke the promise. I know. Oh, she looks so sad. Casca, come here. Come here. Give me a hug. Give me a hug, baby. Okay, now. Feel better? Okay. Well, do you think you can resume your promise now? Do you think you can hold up to it this time? Do you? Are you just gonna stare at me like that? Oh, nah, she wants to hold my hand. Pull his pants up. No! Apologize to Casca, she's so sad. Casca, I'm sorry, you're a good girl. Who's a good girl? Oh, look at that happy face. Hey, Casca, look, it's outside. The window, look at it. Look, oh my God, there is stuff. All right, she's distracted. Let's continue.
Marketed his press conference,
Oh God, she's back.
building excitement around it, developing and rehearsing it until it couldn't be refined a single measure further. When the big day arrived, Stanley was as prepared.
Another treat.
As
Give her
he'd
another
ever
treat.
been
Okay,
for
hold on.
any-
All right, Casca, you want another treat? Can you stop chewing on my hand? My hand is not the treat. I know you want to chew on it. Not right now. I need both hands. God, most other people, when they're streaming with one hand, they're doing something different. Me? Nah, I'm getting my hand fucking chewed off by a dog. Casca. Okay. Sit. Sit. No, sit. I haven't said speak yet. Okay, that time I did. Here you go. She's impatient. You give me a hand? Ayo.
Thing in his life.
Fucking you and Sherry. Let's go. All right. All eyes on Stanley. Casca! You're out of points, Sherry. Oh no. Casca. Please. For the love of God, child. Oh, it's like someone said weeble weeble. Uh-oh. Ah.
Oh, just them? Rude.
Oh my God, Tazin. What? That stabs. Casca! Sweetie! Sweetie, please. Please. Ah. This is my life now. Hey! Go lay down. Go lay down. Okay, here we go. Oh, stage door that way. See, he thinks I'm kidding and not actually offended. Wait, are you actually offended, Tazin? Like, actually, are you offended? Look at all them threes.
This was it. One last chance.
Congratulations, Stanley. Remember where you came from, your coworkers.
One opportunity to share a true
Mildly.
connection
Aw,
with a loved
Tazin.
one.
The dude who came up with pizza.
There was no one here. Nobody had come to the press conference to
Aw.
hear Stanley speak, to listen to him talk about what it really means to press the number 3 on a keypad over and over. He was unloved, uninteresting, he was a failure, and in that moment Stanley knew that the bucket would never again take him seriously. There would be no connection, no deeper understanding. The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent.
Oh, what have I done?
And so it began that slowly, over many years, the two of them grew more and more distant. They spoke less and less, neither wishing to state the obvious, that any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference. There would be no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit, only a silence that consumed the space between friends. And Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
I don't like this ending. I'm sad now. Is the bucket still gonna be there? Bucket's not... Wait, that's not my bucket. That is my bucket. Bucket's still here. Bucket's closer. What?
The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker. In time, perhaps, he would become both of those things.
Something's
Stanley
not right
pressed the
here.
bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
All right, we need one more, and it is somewhere both red and blue. I just don't remember how to get there. That's fine. We still have stuff to do on this side anyways.
Upstairs to the boss's office.
Check your DMs, Dylan. Ayo.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for
I identify as not guilty, Your Honor. Negative, I am a meat popsicle.
In his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos.
We did that.
It would be with him, always. The bucket would. And he knew it.
What was the fucking
two
code?
Of them were inseparable.
Like
At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
Again, thank you, Buffer, for the new mic. You're welcome, Hans.
Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
I enjoy your streams. Your streams are not the same if you cannot do the speaky. Plus, we are all about helping each other out in this community. All right. Now let's go to the exit.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
We're gonna go this way first.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Nah, bucket will be fine.
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Reminds you of what?
At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very
Gotta text the pal and ask him stuffs.
for each of them.
Ooh, stuff. Off, I'll go down the hole! Woo! Blood, guts, teeth, and flat metal. Nah, we'll get rescued by Strange Lady.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere.
Nope, that was no time
Farewell,
wasted.
Stanley.
It's the point of a crusher in a mind
"Farewell,
control facility.
Stanley," cried the narrator.
Yeah.
As Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death.
But not us? Oh, okay, we're good. Double check. To crush dreams, I don't know.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It
It's
was
me and a couple pals
glorious
doing lethal.
bucket to
Hey,
behold.
that sounds awesome. Wait, we don't... Our bucket died! Our bucket died! The bucket welcomes you to the grand exhibit. You are standing at the precipice of knowledge. Much like a bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within, a cavernous void. But through use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and substantiated. Knowledge of the bucket and its history is the only true knowledge we really have. Something, something, metaphor, something, something, allegory. At least we can remember the bucket. Will you take what you learn here out with you into the world? Will you accept with an open mind what may be challenging about the information in this exhibit? Will you change the lives of yourself and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit? Or will you turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were, in ignorance, darkness? Got to make sure the third member is available first.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own?
But
Can
my
you see the
bucket...
hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
Buckets. A photograph of 25... That is more than 25 buckets. The greatest number of buckets ever captured on camera. The photographer experienced catatonic shock for several weeks as a result of the euphoria from exposure to this many buckets at once. A lot of buckets. A bucket with 2 handles. This bucket is depicted as having 2 handles. Such a design has never been created in real life, having been deemed too dangerous and recklessly experimental. Every year, dozens are put to death just for attempting it. It's me. I'm the photographer. Inferno bucket? A replica of the Inferno bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died, and yet, in spite of it all, the simple fact remains, no one can control a bucket. The stress bucket, an analogy, presented without commentary. Worrying, negative forecasting, negative thinking, lack of reassurance. Stress equals the level of water in the bucket. Vulnerability equals the size and strength of the bucket. Woof. Vitruvian bucket. SCP site bucket. Coping strategies equal holes. I mean, fair. Rest and relaxation, doing something you enjoy. Rest and relaxation. I mean, holes are stress relief, can confirm. Cave drawing. While we know that buckets predate the existence of mankind, we do not know by how long. This cave's drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of the bucket, by which time the bucket had already likely been around for several millennia. Notice in these drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of its treasures. Ever heard of the murder bucket SCP? Yes, I think so. Maybe? I actually don't remember.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one.
My bucket!
It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
Miss my bucket. You're out of therapy now? Yay! Hey, Buttered Waffle. I know I keep saying this, but Boffo, I need to spread the word. The pink sauce lady is trying to come back. She has uploaded a video of her eating blue sauce. She guzzled it, Boffo. You down the sauce. This isn't even blue. It looks like your fur. Has anyone seen Bottom Mutt recently? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Literally a war started over a fucking bucket in Italy. Buffo, we can't go through this again. Bobo got eaten. I think he finds wine stressful. Can we put the blue sauce on waffles, though? How about we don't eat the sauce made by the crazy lady? How about that? How about that? Also, seriously, I think Bottom Up might be missing. I'm concerned. The hanging bucket. This piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between Bucket and humanity. However clear our... Bottom Up!
Worry not. I have not become source. I have become instead a god.
Oh, that's slightly less concerning than you becoming sauce, but still concerning. Bottom Up was blended. He already is a liquid. However clear our grasp of the bucket may be, there is yet more that is always out of reach. This distance, inevitably, is for our own good. Well, off will go down the hole. Oh. We'll have to settle for the second best bottom, Boffo.
There is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong. Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision for...
What the fuck? You know what that means? We have to pull a JRPG and put an oversized sword through Bottom Up now? Oh no. And we're back.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were.
Not everyone is so lucky to have a bucket, but Stanley is a very lucky fellow. Very lucky indeed.
Okay.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Blood, guts, teeth, and flat metal. Indeed. The name I don't know of. Indeed. Or pull a Gale and I'll stop that there.
Also, I'm on the god thing. It was actually just indigestion.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. That's good to know. Thank you, Bottom Mutt.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
You're making cursed art? Oh no.
Office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Whoop.
Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket
he ascended to godhood. I don't make the rules. We have to JRPG it now.
This is certainly the most logical explanation.
All right. Let's go.
You're a thirsty bitch.
Ah.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Ah. We're starting to say yes. 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 We love cursed art here.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Interesting. Why are they not on? Oop. Come on. Let me do it. There we go. Whee!
But just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void below. Thankfully, he fell directly onto the bucket, which safely cushioned his fall.
Now, what to do next, Stanley wondered. Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually they decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here. So they set up a little couch and relaxed.
Hey, we got a couch.
It really wasn't so bad down here. A bit cold, perhaps.
We can just snuggle. It's fine.
After some time had gone by, they installed a few shelves as well, and a sort of kitchenette.
We're making a home!
For when the bucket was craving paninis. But it wasn't until the rugs and the standing lamps came in that it really started to feel like a home.
Yay!
In fact, after some time, Stanley realized that it had been ages since he had even thought of the mind control facility at all. He'd never gotten to fully explore what was up there, never been able to unearth the many mysteries of the mind control facility. This lack of closure began to eat at him. Soon he was dwelling on his regrets, and the state of their home slowly decayed.
No!
As Stanley became withdrawn and neglected the cleaning. It unsettled the bucket deeply. Stanley wasn't usually like this.
No!
The bucket tried to reach out to him again and again, but to no avail. All Stanley could think about, all he could talk about, was going back, doing it over again, staying on the path. It was a mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I need to do what the narrator says. I need to see the true ending.
No!
This made no sense at all to the bucket, which was simply trying to live its life down here as comfortably as possible. Yet Stanley was unconsolable. This isn't an ending.
We had such a nice home.
This is just a hole in the ground. The bucket sighed. True, it wasn't an ending. But it's where we happen to be. And maybe, possibly, if we accept
only under certain
reality of
conditions,
things,
not every whip
maybe
breaks the
this
sound
will
barrier.
become
True.
an ending eventually.
Bucket mud.
It's what the bucket was counting on.
Wait,
The
what?
two of them waited for a very long time.
Wait, what?
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer.
Boink.
It takes a lot of humility to carry a bucket so magnificent.
Justice for
Stanley
flashlight,
checked
Jen?
his
How
ego
dare.
And then proceeded on. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Speed run.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Bucket mud, that
Was
gives
it
me
the
an... Oh,
bucket
God,
moved
we're
all
getting
along?
cursed art for
Was
sure
the
today.
bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Yes, certainly the most logical. Yes. All right. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Loading, loading, do-do-do-do. Okay, yeah. Let's do this
Stanley and
normal.
the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door
An
that
all-ending
read,
speed run of this
"Mind
recently took
Control
7.5
Facility."
hours. Shit. Probably
The lights
good ending
rose
first.
on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered
Bucket
to
dog.
themselves.
The dog with a bucket. Yeah. Look, I love Bucket, okay? Bucket and me have something special.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Everything will be fine, Bucket. Don't worry, we're gonna make it out of this.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Bundle the bucket.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't
Wait, why are we
accept it.
screaming
His
into
own
the
life
bucket?
in someone else's control? Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter.
Bottom dog with a bucket.
His
I'm
one
not a
friend
bottom.
in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Bucket's got our fucking back. I'm not a bucket, but I can get
But
fondled.
here was the
Yeah.
proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For
Damn right.
he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends,
Yeah.
Stanley and the bucket, up against the world.
Let's do it,
They
bucket.
high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Hell yeah, I fucking love this bucket. All right, you ready, bucket? Let's do it. Bucket?
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness.
Bucket?
Was it over?
Are you still here, my love?
Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated
We
their
still have the
greatest
bucket.
and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted
Smash
to
or
learn
pass,
to roller
bucket,
skate.
smash.
Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it
Totally
halfway
smash.
through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a
That
simple
sounds like
life
fun.
they envisioned,
Ah.
but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support.
What the fuck?
What?
Get it
Wait.
in.
What was happening?
Door.
Why had the
What?
door stopped?
What?
Was Stanley and the bucket not about to
Hold
be
up.
free?
Hold up.
An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty.
Ow.
Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face.
Like a
This
frying
building
pan.
did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the
No!
soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No, no, no. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms.
But our
Not while
bucket!
this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped.
Oh no.
Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Oh no. Yeah. God damn it, it tickles. Where the fuck are we now? Oh, god damn it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
Well, that's
mean?
f***ing ominous.
Stanley cradled the bucket in a
Bucket?
gentle embrace. Protective, yet delicate. Assertive, yet compassionate.
Something's not right here. Ah. Continue with panic. No!
Stanley pressed the
God
bucket
damn it.
upon every little thing in the office. Nothing. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door
Okay.
on his left.
We need to do the other ending. Hi, Hans. Asuka. Don't you do it, girl. We also need to find the last fucking statue, somewhere both red and blue. I just don't know where the fuck that is. No, that's a
Coming to a
30.
staircase,
Ah!
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Fuck, marry, kill between Bob, Companion Cube, and Wilson from Castaway. Okay. So, fuck the Companion Cube, marry Bob, kill Wilson. I don't remember how to get the confusion ending.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
And what Wilson
Was it
do?
the bucket
Nothing.
knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Yeah, I don't remember how to do the confusion ending or the art ending off the top of my head. Like, those were weird. Take a right instead of a left. I thought I got all the ones on that side.
Straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Because I went...
What horrible secret did this place
I went to the
hold?
right.
Stanley and the bucket both wondered
And then
to themselves.
we did the jump down onto the catwalk, and then we went around, but that was the no buckets allowed sign. Oh, I have to do that without the bucket. Oh, I have to do that without the bucket. Okay.
The monitor jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
It's gonna be okay, bucket. We're gonna make it. Woof.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Let's go!
No! He screamed.
Tom Hanks is a Scientologist? No, I don't think Tom Hanks is a Scientologist.
Control. Never!
Tom Cruise is a Scientologist.
His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one.
Oscar, what are you doing?
For the bucket.
Or dog? Okay.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded.
It was Tom
from this
Cruise
very
in that
place.
movie, but
As the cold
don't hurt
reality
me
of
too
his
bad because
past
I've never
began
seen
to
it.
sink in,
No, that was
Stanley
Tom
decided
Hanks.
that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket
we're gonna
were
take it
distant.
over. Boop.
But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls.
Wait, the bucket
Stanley
did?
gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds.
Saturn, look, birds.
Silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
Hey, look, more birds. That one is a blue and gold macaw, and that one is a Catalina.
This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands.
Good
bucket!
bucket!
The one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place.
Watching the
living
birds.
through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken,
Owls.
this one was surely the best. And Stanley was
Look at all the birds, Saturn. Look at all the birds. Look at all the birds, Saturn. Saturn loves birds.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided
I'm sorry,
to go to the
Bucket.
meeting
I
room.
can't take you with
Perhaps
me
he
this
had simply
time.
missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and
Yippee!
Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
It was okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh, there it is. There what is?
Stanley was so bad at following
What?
directions, it's incredible he
What?
wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Now we can go through this
I
door.
don't know how to convince you of this, but I really
No
do
buckets
want
past
to
this
help
point.
you, to show
We're
you
through.
something beautiful. Look, let me prove it.
Red and
Let me
blue,
prove
where is
that
it?
I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully. And there it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing.
Thank you for petting the
Where
dog.
so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Cthulhu is a good boy. Cthulhu is a good boy. All right. Now we need to go back to that room, I think. And we're bringing the bucket.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's just, it's those figurines,
ominous.
those figglers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed
Wait, what?
every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness?
Richness.
Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but would you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone?
Okay, I guess we're
would
going to the
love
memory
nothing
zone.
more than to revisit the figurines, just one more time.
All right. Now remembering when Stanley found the collectibles. Where's that? That one's gone.
Here's where it all began. The first
the first.
Back then we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
What? 7 out of 6. What?
And here was a second Stanlerine. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the warehouse. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest.
I did.
Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Okay. Under the stairs of the boss's bathroom.
Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
No, it was under the stairs. What if you jump? I can't jump.
Hey, that's exactly right. It was here, under the stairs. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
That might be true. I'm too stupid.
Let's see, what came next?
This.
Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room.
No,
I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
Take care, Saturn. What? Pink room? Where the fuck is the pink room? Hi, Casca. What the fuck? Next was the bathroom.
Mini Stan, and this one was really something special. It was behind the boss's office. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion.
Wait, what?
Enjoy.
How you found it? By the narrator. What's that over there? I know. It's mini stand number 5. Yeah. High five. You found it behind the boss's office. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Directed by the narrator, edited narrator, best boy, narrator. Copyright the narrator.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Wow, 8 whole minutes. Long zap, Koska, get the fuck down. Oh my god. Okay. Well, stop climbing on me, child. You made the bottom sauce? I will take a look here in just a few minutes. Koska, calm down. Jesus.
You're a thirsty bitch.
Sippy. Ah, good sippy. Okay. Woof, woof. Stop it. Get down.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes,
we did it!
All of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other, except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Okay, so now what? Oh, I thought I could jump here.
And then there was no more, because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, Memory Zone.
Up. Up.
No,
what?
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines?
What the fuck?
Let's just go backwards. We'll do the Memory Zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the Memory Zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep
13.
going. I want more.
I think the narrator has gone mad with collecting. We, might be stuck in a loop.
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched? Yes, I love that video.
Oh god, this game is so fucking fun.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no
me
memory
neither.
of this one. Good room though. A solid room.
Yeah, it's not bad. Kind of Pepto-Bismol pink, but you know, it's whatever. The narrator is an achievement hunter. Yeah, apparently. And this one was under the stairs.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation.
Oh.
Next one.
Oh my god. I mean, this is the reward. This scene is the reward. There was a reward.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is
17.
truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
Wait.
No!
This
and
is
the first
the
one.
very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced
I did,
you to
long
the
ago.
figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
What was that? Collect them all. Can you find? Yeah, can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find? Oh yeah, we're back here. Oh god, was this just a fever dream of the collector? Is it the hole? Oh, it's the jump.
It's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now.
Wait.
Oh, yes, the 2 doors. Who
What?
could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
Woof. I'm confused.
And before everything else, there was your office.
Yeah, I didn't give her Ben the dog.
Is there anything else?
No,
Was there something that came before your office?
This was the start.
There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
Giddy. We break the narrator?
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely?
That's why you invented the bucket.
Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself.
Glad that I managed to have a good cry. Aww.
I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my
Good
own
sippy.
again. I can do it.
Yeah, God.
I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with.
Hey, yo.
You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay.
What ending am
here
I
we
missing?
go. This is the story of a man named Stanley. Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory.
There's the
What did it
heaven
look like?
ending.
There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
Oh, I haven't gone out the window yet either.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed
Not
a
that
memo.
one. That one.
All of his
Now
co-workers
should
were
be one
gone.
over
What could
here.
it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
Posted
memo.
yours too? Alright, I will look as soon as stream is done. I want to get these last couple of endings as quickly as I can. Wait. Oh, this one's the manager's computer.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Not that button? Which button? There's lots of buttons.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, should be here. There it is. Now
All
it
of his
should be the one in
co-workers were
here.
gone. What could it
Right?
mean?
Yep, there it is.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply...
Okay. Now we need to go get the bucket. Wait,
How long was I
that
sitting
closes,
there? Stanley
so
wondered to
that's not
himself.
doable.
Minutes?
Fuck, I forgot
Days?
about that. Okay,
Centuries?
so let's do window.
Stanley's bucket. The only co-worker he would ever truly need. Good boy.
Be the one with the... Oh, the one with the baby in the fire. Yeah, I don't remember how to get there. Also, woof. Come on, me up. There we go. Come on. Nope. Oh my god, come on. No. Come on, there we go.
Yes, whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear. We've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator. At last, out here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self. The bucket began to tell Stanley of
What?
its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity therein.
Oh,
of
God!
Sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay, if only it had been stronger. Of hope and redemption, and its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man, to manifest justice where none existed, and the bittersweet reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and
Dreadful
abandoned
war
as
criminal
soon as
bucket.
the warm glow of inspiration begins to dim. The opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself. Perhaps, if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception. This was way too much for
Yeah, we got
Stanley.
the skip button
What
ending.
are you talking about?
He screamed.
You're a bucket!
To this, the bucket furrowed its brow.
Wait, it has a brow?
No, said the bucket. Not since the evil wizard Gambhorata first ensnared me in his machinations as
What?
payback for the sacred amulet I stole from his treasured vaults. I was young back then and could not conceive the ramifications of...
No!
Stanley screamed even louder this time.
What?
This is stupid! You are a bucket! This is so stupid! Why are we even doing this?
As Stanley screamed and screamed and screamed, the bucket revealed
Okay.
its true form, transforming into a mighty beast of untold power, its fangs glistening like...
Ah. What?
My God, Stanley, you did it. You saved us from the bucket. Thank God you already had all 12 emblems
Bucket!
of sages and knew the incantations to summon their true power.
What have I
Otherwise,
done?
We would have easily been overwhelmed by the bucket's power. I'm speechless. You've demonstrated such bravery here today. Come, let's restart the game, and we'll agree to never again go trifling with this bucket, nor the dark magic cast away inside of it.
What the fuck? The actual fuck. I am... I have questions, concerns even. What the fuck?
Well, that's f***ing ominous.
That is fucking ominous. What the shit? What the shit? Why did the bucket bleed? Right? There, I know. I didn't know that would happen. Woof. Oh God. What did that? Guess it's made of skin. The bucket didn't hurt us. We hurt bucket. I know. It's horrible. It's also horrible to end on this, but I don't want to stream too terribly late right now. So we're gonna go on a raid. We're gonna go raid Connor because Connor's playing Mortuary Assistant. Probably one of the best horror games to come out in the last like 10 fucking years. Ah. So, also bottom sauce and art. Yeah, I know, I will take a look. Hi Tazin. So, go and give Connor lots of love and enjoy the Mortuary Assistant if you haven't seen it before, because oh my God, it's so fucking good. Great fucking horror game. Yeah, that's gonna be it for me for tonight. There is no stream tomorrow. We will be back Thursday with Cult of the Lamb. And yeah, thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. I will see you all on Thursday. Bye.